Hi, and welcome to Creator Diaries with Nomysh. And today we have Jenny joining us. Welcome, Jenny.
Thanks, Mohammed. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, we're excited to have you. So, Jenny is a content creator who is originally from North Carolina and has recently moved to New York City, where she is going to be starting her job while obviously still creating amazing content. So, Jenny, tell us a little about this transition from college in North Carolina and obviously your first big job coming out of college.
Yeah, it's definitely bittersweet, but I would say it's more sweet than bitter. It's exciting. I was born and raised in North Carolina. I've lived there my whole entire life, so 22 years, and my family is from New York originally. So before COVID, we would come
Oh,
up a
really?
few times a year, and I would always be like, okay, this is the place I want to move after college. I want to start my early career in New York City. Like, there's no better place in my opinion. So I've been like so excited, and luckily I'm fortunate that my dad was able to help me move in, and it's been definitely like a crazy transition process because
Hmm.
there's just so many packages and so much stuff I have to build, and it's kind of hard to manage all of that in New York's busy environment. You can't really like park a car outside like you would in North Carolina, for
Yeah.
example. You can't really have a big moving haul truck or a U-Haul truck that you're driving to come and move in. So it's been an interesting process, but just like everything, we find ways to work through it. And it's just been awesome. Like, I'm really excited to be here in New York. I'm going to be getting to experience, many walks of life, like being able to try new restaurants, go to Broadway shows. This is all things that I'm really passionate about and excited to do, which is why I chose to move here. And then I'm lucky because my job doesn't actually start for 2 more weeks. So I have enough time to kind of really get settled in and make sure I have everything ready for my apartment and for that new job to start. So, it's been exciting, and I'm so excited to be here in New York, and I'm looking forward to meeting tons of new people and undertaking tons of new experiences.
Awesome. Is there like any experience specifically or any restaurant specifically that you're really excited to try in New York?
I can't say anything specifically. I've been saving a
Okay.
bunch of TikToks on into my favorites tab based off different
Mm,
restaurants and areas. But there's literally so much to do here. It would kind of be hard to pinpoint one thing exactly. But I do live in downtown, so I think ideally for me, it'd be great to really explore the more midtown and Upper East and West Side areas.
yeah, definitely. So in terms of the content, right? So you're obviously your majority of content before was very college oriented, and I'm sure like college life, and now you're going to more of a city and like independent living. Like, what do you feel like that transition is like for any creator when they're transitioning in their life and trying to also create content and switching the content so much?
Like switching the content from college oriented stuff to being a young
Hmm.
professional.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think naturally, like, something that's going to come with that transition is the content now being a little less goofy and silly and all over the place, because in college I could just do whatever I want, but now it's like
Hmm.
I am paying my own bills. I am not depending on my parents for anything. I have to manage my salary as well as the New York rent and everything else that comes with living in New York. So I think like that transition, it's always important to kind of look out to others and get tips and advice, and that's kind of why I've been making videos, because I just made a video today on like the flex wall, which you can see right behind me. Like, this is a flex wall, and if you're not familiar, a flex wall in New York City is a wall that can be installed in your living room or a space big enough to create a second bedroom, because in New York it's just significantly more expensive to get a true two-bedroom instead of a one
Hmm.
bedroom with a flex wall in the living room. So I think it's just like even like the smallest things, like this flex wall behind me, and just like being able to put that out there and just like show that, the transition, it's not seamless, right? Like, there's a lot of stuff that comes with that, and I think just being like truly transparent about how much things cost and like whether it was difficult to assemble and not, like, that's the
Mm.
type of content that people want to see. And I think just coming from college where, I wasn't paying my own rent, my parents were, and like I could just truly do whatever I want, to, again, like I already said, just like transitioning to this adulthood is like content people want to relate to. And sorry, I'm going long on this, but like I think this next
No,
part is really important. There's like a big job hiring freeze right now. It's hard to get a job, and for me,
absolutely.
the I was supposed to be at a huge consulting agency and start this summer, but my start date got pushed back to February. And I think a lot of people are kind of experiencing this unemployment post grad, and that's a struggle that not a
Hmm.
lot of people want to talk about. We usually hear about, oh, I'm making this salary, like I got this
Mm,
perfect job, but like there's also a huge demographic that just came from an amazing university, but they still don't have a job. So like I've been able to talk about that a little bit, and like I need to do more of this, but I've put out like resources on how you can seek another job and all the platforms I've used. So I think, like I said, just like being super transparent and like when people ask me questions
yeah.
in the comments, just like being sure to respond to everyone. Yeah.
No, I think that's super important. I think especially for new content creators coming out like you, right? Like transitioning and talking about the life and
Yeah.
talking about like, what's actually happening in real life versus like, whatever curated life that people
Right.
have.
Right.
So I think like for what would be your advice for other creators who are looking to move from colleges to New York City? Like any quick advice that you have to give out to the content creators, not just like, I guess, every, any person graduating.
Yeah, I think the content creators, but like I also want to be transparent with this. I don't have a big platform at all. Like it's just slowly starting to
Mm,
grow because I'm being more consistent in my content creation. So I think that's definitely the one key advice I would give is consistency and also just being super transparent. Like we've seen stories about super famous influencers who would say they've made like these fake created images, TikToks for like 2 years, but then once they started to
yeah.
like truly blow up, it's because they became like their authentic self, like unfiltered, genuine. So I think that's like the probably two more most important is just consistency and transparency.
Absolutely, for sure. Have you had like a New York moment yet, right? Like something that happened is like, oh, I'm definitely in New York City now.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, so yesterday I bought a I bought a lamp from Facebook Marketplace, and in North
Oh,
Carolina you would just like drive. I'd get in my car and I would drive to somebody's house, put it in
hmm,
my trunk, and drive back. Okay, so yesterday I had to go pick up the lamp, so I was like hauling this big lamp through the city, like passing the World Trade Center, like holding this lamp, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? And everybody kept pointing at my feet, and I was like, I don't know what they're looking at. So I eventually looked down, and like the cord for the lamp was dragging like a block behind me. So I was like walking through the city with this big lamp, and the cord was like dragging through the puddles, and it was a white lamp. So by the time I got home, the cord was literally black. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'm in New York. Like the lamp is dirty, and I'm dripping sweat because I just had to carry this lamp like 5, 6 blocks back to my apartment.
that is a very New York moment.
Yeah,
Welcome to New York.
yeah, I know. I'm excited.
I'm excited for you.
Sweet.
Well, I hope you have a lot of fun. I can't wait to see all the content you're going to create and really excited to see your journey.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you for coming on Creator Diaries.
Thank
Have a good
you.
day.
You too.
Bye. Take care.